I just listened to the J Dee pack, and it was awesome. Yes, it brought back many memories, a lot of the beats that I had not heard in a while, and some that I'm like just never getting enough of when I'm out at an event. You know how the song is almost over and you're ready to really keep extending it. And some of the beats are so rich and heavy on the bass, and that's what I like most about it. And I think for young people, it's going to encourage them to want to be more than what they already have. What they have in their head, they won't be afraid to experiment with. It gives them a foundation that they won't be left out there alone. Dilla beats will be still there, and they can just add to it and compose something of their own, And so that's a beautiful part about it. It's such a great learning tool to be able to put something on. You cannot fail at it. You could only do better. And the goal is to match at least what you remember hearing and put what's in your mind to go with it. That's how Dilla did it. When he sampled, he took what he thought would interest him, and then he figured out a way to add something to it to make it better, not necessarily than the artist would have it, but to put his own spin on it. And this is something that he always wanted artists to do, not to mimic his sound, but to, as the phrase would be, he would say, do you. Don't copy my work just as it is, but do you. Put your spin on it. Make something original for yourself, because you don't know how good it can be. There are a lot of artists out there that have made it just by listening and experimenting and taking it to another level, thinking outside the box. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about that pack, about that J Dee pack. I really am.
You kind of answered a few of the questions here in terms of the next generation, what you're hoping for young producers.
I'm long-winded. I get excited.
It's beautiful. It's so good.
It's the beauty I found in it, and listening to the tracks, especially with 88 Keys and what he's done with it. And like he said, he felt the pressure because I was sitting next to him. It was like, my Dukes are sitting here. And I'm like a nonstop Dilla listener, and there's no Dilla event that I don't attend. There's no Dilla song that I don't listen to. And for my lullaby music and my even wake up in the morning music, it's Dilla. And Dilla all year round, every day, is Dilla in my life. And so I can definitely go along with the people that say J Dilla changed my life, because he certainly changed mine, and he's with me every day through his music.
Were there any memories, anything specific that came to mind, like anything when you were listening to these sounds and the sample pack for the first time? Anything with J Dee?
Yeah, it reminded me, I heard a few sounds that I would hear from my kitchen, and I want to go downstairs so bad and tell him how I liked what I was hearing, but I wasn't allowed to come down there because he didn't want me peering at him while he was working. And sometimes I would tip, and he would hear, I don't know how, with the music playing, that he would hear me trying to tip down to the middle of the stairs, and he'd catch me by the third step and be standing there looking at me like, lady, where are you going? Back upstairs, So it's really astonishing, the little pieces of music that I would hear, or the beat that I would hear, and to hear it as a full song is incredible. It's so exciting, and it's just a great feeling and a good vibe. It reminds me of when he was at home playing the songs and the music I would hear. I don't think I've ever heard a Dilla beat that I wasn't crazy about.
How did it feel hearing a lot of these artists create these companion packs like this? It's got this sort of metaphorical passing of the baton,
Sure, because that's how music is supposed to be. It's supposed to be done, and it's universal, but we're supposed to pass the baton. Even when we make it in anything outside of music, you don't just hold on to it and don't pass the torch. It has to be carried on, and I think this is what Dilla would want. He wants children to educate themselves, young people to educate themselves and become more than what he was.
Many young producers who will use this pack looked up to J Dee. Who did he look up to for inspiration?
Oh my God. Well, at 1 year old, it was James Brown. Okay. But he liked Bill Withers and, God, he liked the Beastie Boys. He was really strange in what he liked. And the thing of being open and exposed to all genres of music gave him a broader expansion of mind what to do with music. He was raised up on Manhattan Transfer because that was a Yancey family must. Everybody had to be able to listen to and sing their part on any Manhattan Transfer song, you know, because that was just how it had to be. So just from those different type of a cappella singing and notes and being in a church choir, he was a altar boy and, you know, and in a choir and Cub Scouts and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, you learn and you have different sounds. My mother liked country, so he was exposed to that. I like opera, he was exposed to that. His dad was a jazz musician, he was exposed to that. And it's endless. But every flavor gave him something to build upon. And he spun records in the park at 2 years old, playing adult music. So it was nothing foreign to him. It was just this feel-good thing and something that he gravitated to and never wanted anything else in life but the music.
My last question is, what do you hope young producers will create with Jay's Pack?
I hope that it'll build on their self-esteem because I think that they're already artists. They're going to want to be greater artists and maybe become recording artists. And you can't do it staying at home in the basement like I subtitled Basement Artists, that are some very good artists singing and producing but afraid to step out of that basement into the real world. I think the expansion pack is going to make them comfortable in what they're doing.